Premo at Sumema de Semenina, aha, Abba United Television, Premo Cassia so. Shano Cassia de Mano, with fear Musaso no Abe from 10 times so. UTV Ghana, ubeti me a share on channel 360 on DSTV, so ubeti me a share a was that Cassia and Comajimekua, etwa sweet. This way chocolate drink and area, Bomodina Joe ice, na pewun soon, you know. See this way, a gum numusa, na winya bread and also biscuit be bosswa. What the masida ebe breminti ne maybe in pewfie da mofra pempem for pe bibia epe this way saso and a best point savings and loans sikakrabia papa e ho na wudi sika to ho no wutimi da en na ho sanse omunyane nemum de ebi so krombo san ebe ka ho e de ma saso na best assurance wo ho nti sika sem no insurance nyina fakodan best point you too I data salt me your papa enti enchene pa metimi akamfo e de amount any you too I data salt and maybe in powfie eja saso na special eyes mineral water ensuo enkwa ensuo enti se ne wonkwa betimi awie peyo de na se CPA sitade a eno a and special eyes mineral water budun super papa ma wonsa enkabi premo kasie nsama hodo edimu akotene ebi ene abai ede ababetu eja se nsama ebetutu oja ema yewura ntim fojo ebeka fa ho se ewimuhyen bi a ebepie ye susu se eye sika ene enubone bi omuyi free mo no wo se ye mogo obi a emo entumi na nokre bia sa enimu sa so na sa bre Ghana ene China for aka bomu din studio medie bi eba eno ba besi galamsi anase nipa bon fo mo fa kwambone so etuma fo mo gudie omo se omo de ba besi ano enyina so ena eye National Democratic Congress wo mo ense mo de kodan Supreme Court say High Court atemu obi a eba omo ni nyi ho na mrasabedwomfo anase miamia be enan bi wo ho no mo a omo bo enyo so no na Supreme Court enka bi mo sabre wo mo kwan say wo mo fo mo sem nyina mo kwoboaboa no na wo mo emfa emra so ena sabre eye International Conference on AIDS and STIs in Africa wo mo de ababetu dwa say enginesie ene hyehye ya ye no dada no ma ni wie pe o monsan enkofa eno ne hu kwan a ye befa so e dia so eye HIV AIDS enso so ano ekwan we say ene nsem kaye ka ho na mo somfo abena chei boache me de babedamo ene ewi Africa se no enchiremu Minister of State in charge of Government Communications Honorable Felix Kwachi Ofosu na Sabri wadi ababetu ejase so mu bi a ranking member of Parliament Defense and Interior Committee Reverend John Intim Fojo edibetu dwa wo bo abanyi so mo se ewiemhyen bi a eba na se ebesi my Ghana edi nefua enum na ebi so eba esan ko yo se eyemienu de ho nsem nyina ebetu dwa no sabre obia emosa asem netum wo se abra omapanyi John Dramani Mahama ede so mu eka se bambo dwumaifo eto wo monsan fa panyin na ensem bi e wo ho no wonfa ema wo mu na emoa ehwehwemu na apɛ opanyin se an enyu ono akasa ne tirim no bo eka asem na mmom wo gina eye committee na wo ka ho nanim ti committee na dwene ena wo kan wo se wa ahwe wei brabe yi wano wo evidence a wo no fa bra afa die wo de kwa kwhye committee nti we krompa ya dansidi e kire se opanyin no onni nyina so na nsem o kan no so bia motungu no kre bia sa enim.
I can report to you that because he knew he was peddling total falsehoods and lies, he now claims, after being invited to assist with investigations, that he was speaking on behalf of the committee that he was part of, and that the views he expressed were not his personal views. So because of that, he says he's unable to cooperate with the security agencies. I say that he was peddling falsehood because the facts as they exist vary completely from the claims that he made. When he made that claim, he was only seeking to peddle falsehood in a bid to undermine the confidence that the people of Ghana have in this government. The truth is that two aircrafts with completely different purposes arrived in Ghana, and their arrival was perfectly legitimate, and they were here for very genuine reasons. The first one is an Antonov flight 12BK with registration number CVK 7037. Now this flight essentially is a cargo plane which arrived on the 12th of March 2025. Now, no plane arrives in Ghana without a landing permit. So this plane secured a landing permit with number GAF/TMAO/25/7863. Now, the purpose for arriving in Ghana was what we call a technical stop. Essentially, this is a cargo flight that was destined for the European Union market. And European Union regulations dictate that some specific regulatory requirements be met before any plane of that sort can enter the EU. Now, this plane originated from Luanda in Angola. It was loaded with oil drill equipment and lubricant oil, which were contained in jerrycans. It was headed for the EU market. Now, Luanda does not have the certification to carry out the sort of requirements that this plane had to meet before entering the EU market. Now, the specific requirement is a scanning and screening RA3 procedure, which is a requirement to enter the European Union. Rwanda doesn't have it. The Swiss cargo facility at the Kodoka International Airport has that certification, and they can do that kind of scanning. Whilst here, it developed an engine blade fault. Its engine blade was damaged, and then it was also detected that there was severe oil leakage, which required immediate attention. For that reason, a replacement aircraft, URCEZ, with registration number CVK 7007, was brought in to evacuate the cargo. The aircraft that was damaged remained here for 13 days. That is between 12 March and 25th March 2025. After it had been inspected by aviation security, officials of the Narcotic Control Commission, officials of National Security and National Intelligence Bureau, no contraband or unlawful commodities were found on the aircraft. Now, the second aircraft in question is a Hawker 800 XP with registration number N823AM. Now, this aircraft is operated by an organization called AirMed International, which is based in Birmingham, Alabama, in the United States of America. It operates as an air ambulance. Now, Air Medical International flights in Ghana are handled by Tropicana Airlines. Now, this plane landed in Ghana on 20th March from Gran Canaria, Las Palmas, Spain, having gone through Luanda in Angola. Now, it was also here for a technical stop, which is refueling and crew rest, which is perfectly legitimate activity. It was cleared to land in Ghana with clearance number GAF TWXR252604 OFAA0297/25. Now, whilst it was landing in Ghana, it developed a tire burst and some difficulty with its landing gear, and therefore needed to remain here to be serviced. So another aircraft with registration number N864 arrived on 22nd March with tires and flight engineers from Luanda to replace the damaged tires of the aircraft. Now, once this was fixed, it departed the Kotoka International Airport on 25th March. The aircraft was once again inspected by officials of aviation security, officials of national security, officials of the National Intelligence Bureau, and NACOC, who made sure that it did not contain any unlawful substances, as alleged by Reverend Intim Fodjo.
You're talking, so Minister for Interior, Honorable Alhaji Muntaka Mubarak Nasabre, Wadiato, Inspector General of Police, IGP, and him saying, Primpe, Wama Regional, Divisional, and District Police Commanders, Ninyana, Enko, and Mia, Yitu Galamse, no, Ewohonomo. Was say, Eya Posifua, Dada, no more, Samia, Ninyano, Omuku Binanso, Kamia, Yesi, and Timi, Enya, Anuye, Papebia, and Frimu, and Sisabre, Waka, Eddie, Susu say, Sam painful Yina, and Kosa, and Miamiano, na Womwa, Womwaka, Ami, you, Omofi Honomono, Womo, Mobabisi, Womo, Mobako, Bia, Yentu Galamse, no more do Mukosi or Manino, Womo, Abosome, me and Sa, Eddie, Hadia, se, Womubet me, aye, bibi, ɔman yi betime nya so mfa so a se bi papa bi entia da free mu ama anko entia eye galamsey yi dia na yasan yi wo mo no so no e de free ho no panyi di nsemi eto dwa bra kopie mu e wa asante mantamu ano ne eye zongofo nyina ahemfo so so etwetwe nkomo e no kasi so se we sei eye nhyehyeye aban yi ayede esi ho se omode ko atia galamsey
sisi bra ya started everything because my natural thing say sebi ya say message sasa police be ya wo galamsey dey ya mama order say you na flow na ya fa ko and to be a district commander divisional commander regional commander wo galamsey ya no me say wo ku kan ho me ga say wo they say what na what we dey because what now we to be fighting and say and to you me ya for so and they ya me ka say police na afọ na e do ko so mensa ya hun sakaya o se dey with you na ye dey say to say ye dey na results because the who say is the body of the e a wo say ye wurum ne ye kwaye no wo mo ne sebi ye nanu bi a ye di sa